Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to the day 3 of our 28 days magical practice. So, today is day 3 magical relationships. Imagine if you were the only person on earth, you would have no desire to do anything. What would be the point in creating a painting if no one could see it? What would be the point in composing music if no one could hear it? What would be the point in inventing anything if there was no one to use it? There would be no reason to move from one place to another because wherever you go, wherever you went, would be the same as you were. No one would be there. There would be no pleasure, joy in your life. It's your contact and experience with other people that give your life joy, meaning, and purpose. Because of that, your relationships affect your life more than anything else. To receive the life of your dreams, it's vital that you understand how your relationships affect your life now and how they are most powerful channels for gratitude to start magically changing your life. Science is now confirming that wisdom of the great sages of the past, with research studies showing that people who practice gratitude have closer relationships, are more connected to the family and friends, and have other people look upon them favorably. But probably the most astounding statistic that has come out of research studies is that for every one complaint about another person, whether in thought or word, there have to be 10 blessings for that relationship to flourish. So if you're complaining and blaming about that person, you have to give 10 blessings. You have to be grateful for that person, the 10 good things about that person. Any less than 10 blessings for every one complaint and the relationship will deteriorate. And if the relationship is a marriage, it will most likely end in divorce. Gratitude makes relationships flourish. As you increase your gratitude for any relationships, you will magically receive an abundance of happiness and good things in those relationships. And gratitude for your relationships does not change only your relationships, it also changes you, the relationship that we have with ourselves. No matter what your temperament is now, gratitude will give you more patience, understanding, compassion, and kindness, to the point where you won't even recognize yourself. The little irritations you once felt and the complaints you had in your relationships will disappear. Because when you are truly grateful for another person, there is nothing you want to change about that person. You won't criticize, complain about, blame them because you're too busy being grateful for the good things about them. In fact, you won't even be able to see the things that you used to complain about. So that's a power of gratitude. Gratitude helps to see only the good things in other person and in yourself also. And when you are complaining and blaming about that person, for each complaint, you have to give 10 blessings. You have to give 10 gratitude things about that particular person. Then automatically the criticism, the complaint about that person will automatically will disappear. Because gratitude means only when we can see good in others, then only we can give gratitude. Otherwise, if you keep thinking about negative things about that person, you cannot give the gratitude. And we can only be said to be alive in those moments when our hearts are conscious of our treasures. Treasures means here conscious of the positive things in other person also. Then it is easy for us to give gratitude. Words are very powerful. So when you complain about any person, you actually harm your life. It is your life that will suffer. By the law of attraction, whatever you think or say about another person, you bring to you. This is the very reason why the greatest minds and teachers of the world have told us to be grateful. They knew that for you to receive more in your life, for your life to magically increase, you have to be grateful for others just as they are. You have to be grateful for others exactly the way they are. What if every person close to you said, I love you just the way you are? How would you feel? How would you feel? Let's say somebody said, maybe your spouse, maybe your colleagues, maybe your friends, maybe your parents said you, I love you just the way you are. How do you feel? Type it in the chat box. How do you feel? How do you feel, Sagar, Karthik sir, Mitra, Asha, Chandu, Kashish, Sanjeev sir, Kshira Mohan sir, Arun sir? Good. Happy? Happy? Will feel good? Happy? Okay, great. Same way, when you love the other person also exactly the way they are, they also feel happy. When it comes to you, you expect others to love you exactly the way you are. But when it comes to others, why do you expect them to? Why do you expect? Why do you have so much of expectations from other person that this person has to love me exactly the way you are? How do you expect the other person to love you exactly the way you are? Even the other person also will expect you to love them exactly the way they are. And when we love the other person exactly the way they are, they feel so happy. And that's when the relationships turns into magic, turns into gold. Okay? Love the person exactly the way they are. It doesn't matter whether it is your daughter, son, whether your parents, whether your friends, whether colleagues, whether your spouse, you have to love them exactly the way they are. Then your relationships turns into magic. Today's magical practice is being grateful for people just as they are. Again, don't think, okay, if only this person behaves in certain way, then only I love that person. If my daughters behave in certain way, then only I love my daughter. If my spouse behave in certain way, then only I love my spouse. If my parents behave in certain way, then only I love my parents. That's a conditional love. The moment you put but, okay, I love my daughter, but I don't like her behavior. I love my spouse, but I don't like because he's not giving me money. I love my parents because sometimes they are rude to me. But the moment you use but, then that's a condition. It's a conditional love. That means you're not loving that person exactly the way they are. The unconditional love is all about loving that person exactly the way they are. It does not matter whether it is your children, parents, friends, colleagues, spouse, you have to love them exactly the way they are. Today's magical practice is being grateful for people just they are. Even if all your relationships are currently good, they will increase with more magnificence through this practice. And with everything you find to be grateful for in each person, you will see gratitude perform its breathtaking magic, and your relationships will be stronger, more fulfilling, and more enriching than you have ever thought they could be. So that's the power of gratitude. Choose 3 of your closest relationships to be grateful for. You might choose your wife, your son, your father, your boyfriend, your business partner, your sister. You might choose your best friend, your grandmother, your uncle. You can choose any 3 relationships that are important to you, as long as you have a photograph of each person. The photograph can be just of that person or both of you together also. So you can choose 3 relationships that you wanted to improve. Okay, you can choose the relationship with your parents, with your friends, with your colleagues, with your spouse, with your children, with your daughter, with your son, with your anybody. You can choose 3 people, or you can take photograph together with you and that person, or you can take out the photograph of that particular person alone. You should have the photographs. Okay, those 3 people that you want to improve your relationships with. Once you have selected your 3 relationships and photographs, you are ready to set the magic into motion. Sit down, think about the things you are most grateful for about each person. What are the things you love the most about this person? What are their best qualities? You could be grateful for this, for their patience, ability to listen, talent, strength, good judgment. wisdom, love, sense of humor, eyes, smile, kind heart. You could be grateful for the things you enjoy doing with that person, or you can recall time when the person was there for you, cared for, or supported you. Okay, after you have spent some time thinking about that what you are grateful about that person, put their photograph in front of you, in even if your mobile phone also, it is fine. The soft copy with a pen and notebook, or on your computer, choose the 5 things that you are most grateful for. Don't write it in a computer. We are maintaining a gratitude journal. You write it in the gratitude journal. Choose 5 things you are the most grateful for. You are most grateful for. Look at the photograph of the person. As you make your list of 5 things, begin each sentence with magic words "thank you." Address the person by their name and then write why you are grateful. So this is the format. Thank you. Okay, let's give an example. Thank you, Mohan, for mentoring us, for guiding us. Okay, you can say like this. This is an example. Okay, let's say in a similar way, you can choose the kind of person that you are giving grateful, that you are giving gratitude, and you think of 5 good things about each person. Okay, and you have to collect the photographs, see their photo, and think about 5 good things about that particular person, and you have to write it in the gratitude. For example, thank you, John, for always making me laugh. Thank you, Mom, for supporting me through college. So these are some examples. And when you have finished your list for all 3 people, continue with this magical practice by taking the photographs with you today and putting them in a place where you will see them often. Whenever you look at the photographs today, thank the person by saying the magic words, "Thank you," and the other person name. Thank you. If you are moving around a lot, carry the photographs with you in your bag or pocket and make an effort to look at the photographs 3 times during the day, following the same procedures. And make sure you keep a reminder, whatever you do, you have to give gratitude 3 times during the day, which means today you have to give gratitude for these 3 people 3 times today. Okay, keep a reminder or take the printouts of that photographs and carry in your pocket, carry in your bag, and remind yourself to give gratitude for these 3 people, and these relationships will turn into magic. Now you know how to use gratitude magical power to transform your relationships into magical relationships. Although it is not part of the requirements of this book, you may want to take this amazing practice and use it every day if necessary to make every relationship you have magnificent. You can use it on the same relationship as many times as you want. The more you can be grateful for the good things in your relationships, the faster every relationship in your life will miraculously change. Magic practice number 3. So this is what we have to do. Magical relationships. Repeat steps to 1 to 3 of magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. At the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel as grateful for that blessings as you can. Choose 3 of your closest relationships and collect a photograph of each person. With the photo in front of you, write 5 things you are most grateful for about each person. And in your journal or in your computer, begin each sentence with magic words "thank you." Include their name and what you are specifically grateful for. Carry the 3 photographs with you today and put them in a place where you will see them often. Look at the photographs on at least 3 occasions. Speak to that person face in the photograph and thank them by saying the magic words "thank you" and their name, like "thank you, Haley." Before you go to sleep, take a magic rock in your one hand and say the magic words "thank you" for the best thing that happened during the day. So let's do the activities now. So first thing is, take out your gratitude journal, write down the 10 things that you are grateful for. Don't repeat what you have written on the day 1 and day 2. Try to write for 10 different things. After that, we are going to write about relationships. Let us complete the, now it's 6:25. So let's take 10 minutes of time to write this 10 good things. And after that, we'll take another 10 minutes to write, to give gratitude for the 3 relationships. Let me share the screen also in case you can refer to If you're done with writing 10 good things, now reread your list. After each gratitude, say the magic words, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now you can read the first one and keep the right hand on your beautiful heart. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. Take that, reread your list, mute yourself. I'm muting myself. If you're not done, you can continue to write 10 good things. Okay. 5 minutes is over. Hope you all done. If done, type done in the chat box. Now we'll move on to magical relationships. Choose 3 of your closest relationships or that the relationships that you wanted to improve and collect their photographs. And now we need to write 5 good things about that each person. So now it's 6:40. We'll take 15 minutes of time. So by 6:55, yes, by maybe maximum by 6:55, we can complete this. For each person, take 5 minutes of time. Collect their photographs also And if even if it is in the mobile phone, it is fine. So take out their photographs and see that person, see their photograph, and what are their good qualities, what are their good behaviors, and think about it and write in the notebook. You can choose any 3 relationships. You all done? Hope you all done. Eckhart exercise is done. How about others?
Answer.
Okay. Mitra done, Sagar done, Arun sir done. Whoever has done can come on the video and you can share like how you're feeling now. I'll share my experience too. Who wants to go first? You can share, especially related to this magical relationships. Arun sir, you would like to share?
Yes. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
This is one of the best session I have ever attended because it gives a lot of clarity in all what we are writing, the gratitude with Magical Rock, because it gives immense benefit once you write and feel it emotionally. It gives a lot of abundance in our lives. This is one of the true qualities of this particular affirmations or the gratitude which you are giving not only to us but also to the entire universe in terms of situations, persons, and also the things what we are experiencing on a day-to-day basis. And it gives 10x, 100x, and it gives instantly, which I have seen in my transformation journey, and it gives immense benefit not only to me, to all the participants if they do it on a consistent basis with focus and intention should be good. Thank you, Nandol.
Great. Like who have you have chosen whom you have chosen in these three relationships?
I have chosen my wife, my son, and my mentor, Dr. Magical Manjula, has three.
Okay, great. How you are feeling about them now?
Great, and my relationship has improved leaps and bounds with all the three emotionally, and I'm sure things would materialize in the external world also. Thank you, Mohan.
Thank you, sir, for
Thank
sharing.
you.
Yeah, what I've realized is like after writing this gratitude, because of maybe one small issues or some other issues, we may fight with them or we may hate them. And when we look at the gratitude is more, the reasons for being grateful is more compared to the reasons to hate them. True or not? To hate them or to maybe to have that anger on them, maybe the reasons or issues are very, very small, but compared to the amount of gratitude that we can give is huge.
Yes.
So now I'm feeling like, okay, because of the small reasons only why we have so much of hatred, so much of anger towards the other person. So it's very, very wonderful practice. I think if you continuously do this, like if you wanted to improve relationships, this will magically turn your relationships into gold.
In fact, I wanted to share one more thing with which I had in the beginning of my transformation journey with Dr. Magical Manjula. I used to argue, grumble, even you are aware, and we used to fight also sometimes with arguments. And now the bondage has improved leaps and bounds. And after practicing self-love, gratitude, and so many corrections I've made in my life, that is why the relationship has, I'm 100% confident it has improved leaps and bounds, and it will continue to grow better and better each day in my transformation journey. And I will be a complete fit person in all respects, be it in health, be it in wealth, prosperity, and in abundance. I'm feeling confident. So that is why I can see, I can feel it, because from the day one of my career of in this transformation journey, it has improved, I think 200x, and it will continue to improve. I'm getting better and better. Thank you, Nandol.
Thank you, sir. Okay, who wants to share? You can raise your hand, or you can unmute yourself and you can speak. Especially with this magical relationships, whom you have chosen it, and how you're feeling about these people, three people, after doing this activity. Any of you want to share?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Sagar.
Sir, for this process, I have chosen three people: my father, my spouse, and my brother.
Okay.
So I was writing gratitude to my brother. So I remember those my college days, sir, when we used to do in the college, because my brother was senior in my college, and even we were staying in the same hostel. So at the time, sir, he helped me a lot. That time in 2009, that was the ragging period and all. So he helped me, and I was remembering those days, sir. Really, that was one of my memory which I get recall again after 10 or 12 years of after my college. And yes, I'm really feeling very good. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sagar. So this is the beauty of this gratitude practice. The more you're grateful, your relationships becomes harmonious. Your relationship becomes like it will flourish. So that's the beauty of this gratitude. And think we are done with the sharings also. I think nobody, any of you want to share last one sharing? Any of you want to share? I think with this activity also, some of you may cry. So it is very natural process. So keep the tissues or keep the napkins with you ready. And throughout this 28 days, some of you may cry, like if you're doing it for the first time. And even if you're doing it for the second time or third time, the intensity will be, sometimes it will be more when you're doing the particular activities. So it's completely natural to cry and to feel that emotions. It is completely okay, natural process. Okay. Just be with the practice. Don't, if you feel like crying, don't leave these practices, okay? And continue to do these practices. And with that note, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me and giving us an opportunity to guide you all today. And I look forward to see you all today's at 8 o'clock session.
Thank you.
Have a joyful day, peaceful day, and enjoy the day.
Thank you, Mohan. Thank you.
Have a great day.